Okay, in this video I'm going to show you some tips for the first few days up until your first shower after your shoulder surgery for your rotator cuff repair. The very first thing that I did was I took a tank top and cut the side out, and my mother sewed Velcro to the side the whole way up through the armpit. So right after surgery, to come home, it was really easy to put the shirt on, and I didn't have to lift my arm. It was great. Used these for about 3 days after my surgery until I could take off the band-aids and shower 2 days later. So actually it's probably about 5 days. So I've got about 4 shirts that I had this done to. My mom is a sewer, so she sewed in the Velcro for me, and that was wonderful. The other thing is to make sure you have something easy to get on for your bottoms. Shorts that pull on, no buttons, snaps, anything like that, or long pants, leggings, that sort of thing for the bottoms. Then the next thing is, of course, your pain control in addition to any meds you have. But this is the Chiro cuff, and this I bought on eBay. You can get them brand new, but I got it used. I did try it. I wasn't a big fan of it. It just seemed to be more work for me than it was worth. So I'm gonna resell it. But anyway, you can get one of those, and simply it's just gravity fed. You put ice and some water in it, hold it above, and it puts the cold air into or cold water into the device around your arm, around your shoulder. Then you've got my favorite are the frozen peas. I use them all the time, and I'm 2 weeks out and I still use them. I got 4 bags of them and I rotate them, so these are great. And then you also have to make sure you don't put it on your bare skin. Now, when you can finally shower 5 or 6 days later, here are some other tips that you can use. The first thing is your shampoo and conditioner, or any body wash, or whatever you're going to use. You have to have the pumps, because you can't open and dispense other bottles with one hand. It's hard. So the pumps. Then you got something to hold your arm up, because I'm telling you, it hurts to put your arm straight. So either a belt fastened around your neck, or the other thing that I used was a scarf. So before I had my surgery, I figured out how long I had to have it, put a knot at the top so that it will hold my arm in nice and comfortable, at least tolerable, in order to take the shower. And you always got to have someone help you get out, get dressed again, but that's a good thing right there. And then in between there, because showering it's quite an ordeal, so in between there I use the Daily Clean Moistening Wipes from Olay. There's all kinds of brands you can get to clean myself off as much as I can with one hand. And then also I use these Clorox disinfecting wipes on the sling, because it gets to kind of smelly after a while. But just make sure that you do that before you get in the shower so that it's dry by the time you're ready to put your arm back in. And I found that, I can go maybe a half an hour with my arm out before I'm really in a lot of pain. Then another thing for hygiene, I'm a floss freak, so I bought a whole bunch of these toothpickers, flossers. You can't floss with regular floss with one hand. So those are very helpful. And then I have my Norwex body cloth. I use this as well, in addition to the Olay wipes. You don't need any sort of soap with these, but if you want to smell nice and pretty, the Olay works great after you clean yourself, just give you a little smell. Then for deodorant, you can't lift your arm, so the best thing I found is the spray deodorant in a can. That works wonderful. You can just, when you're putting your arm back in the sling, you can just lean over just a teeny bit and give a little spray in there because you need deodorant, obviously. So those are a few things that for hygiene purposes and dressing that I found. The other thing that I did is, it was a little chilly, so I would wear the tank here, and then over top I would wear this sweater. And this sweater here, of course I can't take off the scarf right now, but it has an open neck, and then the sides are completely open as well. So I had my left arm sticking out here at the top, my right arm just underneath with the abductor pillow sling here I got on. So that sweater was wonderful. You can also use a poncho, I suppose, but this was nice for me because I could put my other arm out wherever I needed it in order to do what I had to do. So here, those are a few things that helped me, and hopefully they will help you too in your recovery. I've got some more tips that I will be sharing along the way, but certainly this shirt, I mean, you can get them on eBay, I don't know, 20 bucks or so or less. You can make your own if you are a sewer. Pretty easy, just your basic tank. And cut the whole side out from the bottom all the way up to the pit. You can also do snaps if you want, but this was nice and easy. So I will be sharing more tips soon. Bye.